Hello. Hey, Gretchen and Quaff. Gretchen made me jump a tiny bit with that dramatic. The end is near. Yes, it is indeed. I guess we're about to have some puzzles. Wait, puzzle. True, right. We have some items now. We have all of the items now. And we just need to figure out. It's gonna be a bit harder now than with just 4 items. Okay, what's heavy? Let's place every other item. That's too much. Let's switch the arrow to boat. Okay, well, let's try with something else. Let's switch the shield to boat. No. Let's switch whatever this is. The bow. No. What about the crown? No. Yeah, it does look like a paper airplane. It does. Okay, so that's not it. Let's replace fish. This is gonna take forever. I'm kind of glad that I didn't do this yesterday. I wonder if these items could be found on the hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphics, whatever. On the wall. Let me look at them briefly.
There has to be something somewhere telling me what to place in it.
Yeah. We have a stick. We don't have wood. This has to be the solution for that. This is the only one with a crown. Or is each of the yeah, okay. This is what I think. Each of the items represents one of these like columns here. And each of these columns represent one of the people in here. And it's either the ones who are standing or the ones who are, I don't know, that sounds fucking complicated. But hello, Ichu. Like, what could we have from this row? The crown must be this one. We have fish in here and here. It would be quicker to just brute force it, maybe. Like, how would you know who represents who? But that's what the girl said when she was looking at this. This looks like some sort of a fighter person. Soldier. That's the word I'm looking for. I could only think of a knight, but that's not what I meant. Soldier, maybe? Because, you know, there's an axe, sword, arrow. So maybe the arrow head is this one. But who is it from here? This makes no sense. Or are they in that order? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will be the third one, which means it's down. No, let me just try again. Forcing it. I don't know. Moiraski. If we believe that, it means that the paper plane is not there. I guess we just try again. Let's try these items this time. Arrow? No. Oh. Let's take the fish out. Okay. Let's take the boat out. Magic happens!
Now the dish is hanging right in the middle.
Hey Dreyu! Thank you for the host. Oh, magic happens! Oh, magic happens! You missed magic happens. Most of yesterday's stream. There was a ton of progress yesterday. We're almost at the end. We were being exercised. Is that how you say it? We got this new character. And, yeah. Okay, so what does that mean? We get to look at all those stuff.
Another gold key.
Okay. And some ghost messed everything up.
Looks like all of the capsules have gold keys in them. I've got no idea how many of them there are. I really ought to find out what's going on with all this stuff.
Well, take it.
Looks like all of the capsules have gold keys in them. I've got no idea how many of them there are. I really ought to find out what's going on with all this stuff.
Well, let's go look at this door. I guess we need to use them in here.
Now that's what I call a door. Solid stone with iron bands and 6 locks.
6 locks, yeah, we have 6 things.
I'll try it in all the locks. Well, the key fits in all the holes, but it won't turn. I'll leave it here.
You left it there? Oh, you're going out. Nice. Let's just put them all there.
Ah, it fits here. I'm guessing that the keys in the other capsules could well fit too.
Yes, please take them.
The locks are all undone. You ought to be able to open the door now.
Oh, that wasn't a puzzle. What the hell, dude? Apocalypse. You're never pretty enough, right? The key in life is to stop caring before it's too late. What the hell are those statues? They have like ugly elephant faces.
The guy with no head again. This time, times 4. Did somebody not like him all that much? Mordred, maybe? He went round with his sword going chop, chop, chop.
Hey, Karen. You're not too late. Why did he bring me like the whole cake? I want to eat this now.
Walls full of skulls. Who were these dead people and where are their bones? Did someone just take their heads? How come? And why are all the statues headless? Is there a connection? The closer we come to the truth, the more questions seem to come up.
No, you're making the questions. You're dumb. I don't care. It's a scary place with skulls. Maybe I should care.
That goes a hell of a long way down. This light reminds me of the cavern under the stone circle. Could there be a huge cave system under Willow Creek?
Yes. Yes. Thanks for the host, Karen. Cake. Yes. Hello, books.
Highway to hell. Damn, the route is crumbling. I hope it's gonna hold out for a bit.
Okay, well, let's go. You better follow me. I don't want to move both characters.
I think we've reached the chapel.
I almost feel like I've come home here.
No, this chapel was built by Marcus and Mordred. It was their last cooperative work. It really is a sacred place.
But Mordred used it for his own dark purposes.
I doubt that.
Munch Munch was very important. Right. Hey, haters. Oh yeah, the Paris catacombs. Have you seen the movie? It is champagne. Where, oh, well, technically, like, sparkly wine, the bubbles are different. Dramatic music. Look
A
in.
stone coffin with a skeleton in it.
If we were to believe the Book of the Guardians, that was once Mordred.
Hey Mordred, how does it feel to be looking into your own grave?
Oh, you two are getting closer. Please excuse me.
Huh. Hey, Daymord. I think it was a pretty good movie. It could have been a bad movie, but it was okay. I enjoyed it. So this is Marcus?
A skeleton.
Those are Maria's remains.
Oh.
Mordred's wife.
How do you know that?
That's a female skeleton. And you can see the sword tip in her ribcage. It broke off when Mordred murdered his wife.
We have a
You're right.
sword tip. How many game characters do you need to open a coffin? 2. We can still look in here. Why?
Mordred's grave. Mordred's grave.
Okay. We'll find out
No
later.
idea how deep the water is here, but I'm guessing that we're a long way below the water level.
Rubble.
This passage is full of rubble.
Rubble. Almost as good as pebble.
The purest preaching platform. But for what kind of an audience? Nobody was supposed to find their way here. Everything's very weird.
Can we get up there? Okay, he's going.
There's a whole bunch of hieroglyphics on the altar.
You gonna comment on that?
There's a sentence in Latin chiseled here. It means, at sunrise, the king sent his warriors into battle against the darkness. Unusual for an altar engraving.
Is that any use to us?
I don't know.
Momo
Perhaps.
scared me. What? Starting a typical joke and then ending it without being funny. See you later, Dreyu. Hey, Pocket. How's it going? What is this? I'm looking for a bow. Here we go. Houses? Oh my goodness. Making it unreadable. Yeah, it's pretty dark and mushy. These look like the same symbols that we saw on the wall. I didn't understand the symbols on the wall, so this is great. Guessing we need to do something to open this. These aren't the exact same ones. Like, there's still 7 columns. But I remember the crown was like on this row, I think. What did it say? The king sent soldiers to war at dawn or something. How do you need to tell this story? There's no story in this column. What the hell? I can start from any. Let's see about this.
I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of method to what you enter here.
Yes, I'm sure too. Maybe the crown is wrong. You may like spot the odd one out. one that doesn't belong. Stick, bread, house, grass, leaf. So either house or bread. But I already tried those. I don't get this puzzle either. To be honest, I didn't get the previous puzzle either, but I just brute forced it. I don't think you can do that this time, or it will take a long time. Maybe don't choose the crown first. Well, I can just try and see if there's like a logic here. Nope. Not after combinations work like this. So what is it then? In before they read like from top to bottom? We need to brute force at least some logic into this, and then we can try and solve it. Right? Come on. No? Are we talking female or male logic? How's your math? It's average. Do you think this is something to do with math? This reminds me of Tomb Raider 3, Lost City of Tinos, when you had to choose like the food chain thing. But I don't think that applies here. Can you tell me how many possible combinations this puzzle has? No, because I don't even know how many do we need to select and what the logic is. Yeah, Tinos only has 5 buttons. True. But in the previous area, they were like columns, like that there would be 7 columns. But I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I should just like forget that entirely. Also, look at the lines between the buttons. There's like 2 lines from in a column, but 1 line between the rows. I wonder if the walkthrough explains you the logic, or does it just tell you the right answer? I hate knowing the right answer without knowing why. There's a sun. Like, I'm not able to choose 2 buttons at all. Should I just leave one and then exit?
You can press in these hieroglyphics. Most probably in a certain sequence.
Okay, you read this again.
It says here, at
Sunrise, the king sent his warriors into battle against the darkness.
Didn't we see a crown earlier?
and a round shield. The symbols are the same as those in the first chamber.
Yes. It began with at dawn. This is the only sun-related thing, right? But what's a battle? There's like so many war items here. At dawn. The king sent his warriors. Fuck. Or is sent like an arrow. We're on to something here. At dawn, the king sent his warriors in a battle against darkness. That's what it says. But if that's not the warrior, sent bird. Good idea. Boat. What's like an order? And is that thing to the right of the arrow? This arrow. I think it's an eye that has a tear in it. Yeah, well, this arrow is like in the corner, so you don't mean that. I mean... yeah, we're on to something finally. King sent... a bread? Warriors? Do I like have to find a way here? Okay, I think we're getting to the warriors part. Yeah, this looks easy to just try. At dawn, the king... Bread House sent his warriors to battle the darkness or something like that. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I forgot. The fuck did I just do? My nose. Hey, Yamush. They had to eat, sleep, and make a ship to grab equipment. Yeah, okay. Fine. It's done now. Thank you for the host.
We're definitely not in the catacombs anymore. This looks more like an alchemy laboratory.
I've been here before.
Mordred?
No, as a child. I've got a kind of faint memory of it.
Have a look around. Perhaps it'll come back to you more strongly.
Yeah.
So this is where we fell down as a kid? So we must be close to the mirror then.
That's it. That's the hole that Angelina fell into as a child. I climbed in after her, but it's blocked up now. No wonder I couldn't find it up on the surface.
And how did you two get back out of there? Through the catacombs?
No. Bates. Oh, it was him. He got us out and then filled in the hole. But before that, we were at the portal. We were standing right in front of it. It's behind this door.
Had Angelina opened it?
I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, I wonder if she actually fell in. What if she was evil as a child already and just was looking for this place? Like, who knows? Okay, we have stuff.
These are the best blades in the land, forged by the most skillful of smiths. Much too good for those butchers that my brother calls soldiers.
Adrian, you're scaring me. Please.
She has the dagger.
Yet they're nothing compared to my sword.
Adrian? Adrian, stop it!
Huh? What?
It's all right. Everything's okay. Just put the sword down and then everything will be fine.
She's like,
From
I'm ready
now
to
on,
kill you.
You'll have to watch out you don't pick up a sword again, okay? You're not going to go near a sword again, Adrian. Do you understand? We don't want you having an accident or anything.
But
do we?
Mom!
Okay, Sister Valentina. Is there a reason you're talking to me like some kind of wacko?
None. Apart from the fact that you look like one and are behaving like one. Your eyes have turned black again, and you're fiddling about with a sword, and you're speaking like Mordred. Now then, Please do us both a favor and keep your fingers away from sharp-edged weapons.
Right. Rescue was evil as a child. Nothing compared to my sword. Yeah, Quap. I think he hasn't realized what he's done earlier. Running with scissors. Oh no! Did he stop being evil? He was better.
Prima Materia, Planet Metals, Basilisk. Welcome to Discworld.
He was feeling a bit better after the first exorcism thing. But I guess we're back to black-eyed peas, yo. I mean, black-eyed Darren.
That definitely must have looked nicer way back when, but it's very solidly built. If it had been damper down here, then the beams would have rotted away ages ago.
What? What?
That's a depiction of a soul key.
Let's not go to this thing yet.
Whoa, a real witch's kitchen. Mordred would definitely have ended up being burned at the stake sooner or later.
Witch's kitchen.
Whoa, a real witch's.
Oh, okay.
There are water basins everywhere here. Mordred must have been a bit of a clean freak.
I'm more surprised that there's light in here. Yeah, being a game character is not easy.
Great. Even more tea kettles. Those are really nasty looking gargoyles.
Gargoyles?
Worse than those fiendish things from the academy.
Triggered. Okay, let's look at the obvious thing in the middle.
A lectern. What kind of a book is that? A Monoculus Pater Omnis Delesmi Tortius? Ugh, no idea. All in Latin.
So can we go try this door then?
So, how did Angelina just get in that time?
Just, it has a hand symbol, just put your hand in.
So, how did Angelina just get in that time?
Oh. Whoa, game lag. Maybe she was a girl.
I don't like secret doors.
Yeah, make her read the Latin, true. Let's look around with her.
The beams don't seem to be weight-bearing elements. But what are they for then? Perhaps they had damp cloth stretched across them, because of the smoke that would always be coming from the alchemy experiments. They must have the Tabula Smaragdina here, the fundamental text for alchemy. Iko. Here it is. The Smaragdina tablet, the alchemist's Bible. But I'd better not touch the book. It would fall apart at the smallest touch, like nearly everything here.
Stop butchering Latin. Well, I wouldn't do any better job than him, honestly.
Could represent a scepter. A stove. The
Stove.
shaft once led outside, so there was a shortcut then. That's not ordinary soil. Looks like there is tar mixed in with it. Somebody wanted to be sure.
These faces, you like the gargoyles? I don't like the gargoyles either.
Interesting stonemasonry. The faces are supported by hands.
Freaking 4 hours gargoyle fight.
Even more cupels and serpentines. This is where Mordred mixed his recipes. Hacked out the stone wall and filled with groundwater. Ought to be drinkable. Only the lighting makes me a little suspicious.
I would read it exactly like it's pronounced. Do we need to test that?
A sublimation vessel for using in Athenor, a special alchemist's oven. I've never seen such a good one before. Bellissima.
Bellissima. Gargoyles are easy. Now let's just place some dynamite in their mouths and easy.
A really fine alchemy laboratory. There's virtually everything there that they used to use back then. But I doubt that Mordred was interested in creating gold. The flasks point rather more to him being a blender of poisons.
Creating gold? I don't think there was any quotes from the actual gargoyle fight. Too bad.
The book is open at the homunculus chapter. Is that a coincidence, or was Mordred busy creating an artificial life? Strange.
Read it. We saved. We saved.
Adrian,
Hmm?
that's a perfectly equipped alchemy laboratory. Mordred was a man of science.
He's certainly not going to be able to help me with my physics studies. Alchemists were only bothered about creating gold.
That's not correct. There were definitely alchemists who worked on other things too.
Oh, yeah, opening demon gates. I'd forgotten.
They also tried to concoct healing potions, or the opposites, poisons.
They were definitely more successful at the latter.
Yeah, restoring humanity. Okay, well, what did we learn? Nothing.
So, how did Angelina just get in that time? Oh, a real witch's... Aw, Mordred's tea kettle. How cute. Ruler of the underworld or not, 5 o'clock was tea time. Oh, maybe there are some 800-year-old homemade cookies here, too.
What the hell? Add random stuff together. I guess it's about how faithful you want it to be. Why do we have this? Like, is this puzzles or...
A really fine alchemy laboratory. There's virtually everything there that they used to use back then. But I doubt that Mordred was interested in creating gold. The flasks point rather more to him being a blender of poisons.
Yes.
Valentina,
Yes.
Are you gonna let me take a look at your dagger?
What? No, definitely not.
I think I know how to open the door. It's quite simple.
Alright then. I hope you know what you're doing.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing there?
There was a door in the academy. It can
Oh.
only be opened with the blood of a Gordon. My blood.
Oh.
When I wanted to help Angelina as a child back then, I cut myself. That's why I was able to open the door.
Gordon blood. One further reason why only you can be the guardian.
Oh. Yeah, it's like, hey girl, can I see your dagger? What? What is this now? What the hell is this? Button. I've never noticed it before. I'm scared of it now.
Let me go first.
Why?
I don't know what might happen when Mordred sees his beloved mirror again. Think about that thing with the swords.
Okay.
You want to see my dagger?
Can you see that?
Yes.
What does it mean? Is that Mordred? Or is that me? And why do I have the urge to touch the mirror?
No, it's Mordred who wants to make you do that. Don't touch the mirror, ever!
Okay.
The reflection shows your soul, and the part of Mordred that's within you.
Mordred? Why does he look like one of these shades?
Mordred's soul is still trapped behind the mirror. What you have in you is the shade of Mordred's soul. We somehow got to send Mordred's soul back into the Black Mirror, and do that without setting it free.
Okay. But how then? Haven't we just had an exorcism that went all wrong?
No, not an exorcism. We need something else. Are you sure there's nothing in Mordred's book you've overlooked?
Yeah, absolutely. I can show it to you if you want. These pages. There's some writing appearing. That must be Mordred's notes. But how come there's something there all of a sudden?
The mirror must have activated it, maybe?
If you believe my ancestors, it's possible that the soul leaves the mirror if the shade is already bound in this world. A reunion of soul and shade would constitute an unimaginable power potential. The soul belonging to the powerful and feared by all King Armundor is exactly the right one for my son to be made into, and what he would have become if my brother had not, blah, blah. The guy definitely would have benefited from a few sessions with Dr. Winterbottom. But hold it. There's something else here. Everything is prepared.
Look at those marks.
Armundor's bones lie upon the altar. His shade will soon be bound to them. Nothing more stands in the way of the crossing over of his soul. Now all that has to happen is for the boy to be freed from the yoke of his contaminated soul.
We're the boy, right? Hey, Shroomy. It doesn't count. God damn. Cratchit. Mm-hmm. So, what?
Soul transfer. Mordred's soul shade in me.
Yes, of course. That's his plan. He's lured me here so that his ritual can be completed, and his soul can cross over into my body. That's exactly what the curse has been for.
Only Mordred hadn't reckoned with his soul shade landing in a guardian's body. That's the only reason you've held out for so long.
But that doesn't help us all that much. If we release this shade that's inside me, Mordred's soul will then enter me.
Shh, Adrian. I think I got an idea. Let me think about it for a minute.
Okay, so in a minute something will happen. How did they say? Lured? Lured? I don't- Think about it, girl. Think about it. What's wrong with her
It
left
feels like
leg?
this cavern has been here since the dawn of time. I know from the Vatican files that there were human sacrifices here in order to see if their souls were good or evil. The same sort of idea as witch burning. Mordred wrote that a soul could leave the mirror if its shade was already bound here, which is exactly the case here now. So, if Adrian were to die here, then Mordred would win. Adrian's soul would have been freed from eternity, and his body would take on Mordred's soul. But we have to get Mordred's soul shade out of Adrian one way or another. We absolutely have to make sure Mordred's actual soul can't leave the mirror, and Adrian's soul has to stay where it is.
Sounds right.
So, how are we gonna do that? Yeah, I've noticed the door too, like door. It's like DOA, door.
I don't know who or what they're supposed to represent. They're really imposing.
I have no idea how to do this, so hopefully the game will tell me.
Adrian's reflection is a mix of his own soul and Mordred's soul shade. I don't have any better way of describing it. There's absolutely no way Adrian's soul can be allowed to lose the struggle against Mordred's shade. But what is on the other side? Only Mordred's soul? Or has Adrian got one of those soul shades as well? Adrian, can you read me the section about the shades from the Book of the Guardians, please?
The ancients' graves are watched over by their shades. Their fate has been thus for thousands of years now, with no end ever envisaged. They were born in death, and it is death they wish to spread. The ancients forced them into our world. Thus, they don't belong here. They can be neither caught nor appeased. However, the light from the green flame unsettles them. It drives them into the darkness. One should not come too close to them there. Their power is old, very old.
You forgot to read one part. Door, yeah. But he forgot. He didn't say, thus they belong. I don't know. I think this sentence was weird. Anyway. The ancients' graves were watched over by their shades. So the shades were guarding their own grave. Huh? And then they were born in death, and it is death they wish to spread. The ancients forced them into our world. Thus they belong here. Magic happens. Not there. So the shades need to be in this world and not in the mirror. It can be neither caught or appeased. However, the light from the green flame unsettles them. It drives them into the darkness. Kind of what the room puzzle was about. One should not come too close to them there. In the darkness. Stay in green light.
A shade is created in every case when somebody dies. But not in this world, but behind the mirror.
Oh, I thought the opposite.
That's what it is then. The Black Mirror, a shade portal. There's such an extraordinary attraction coming from it. I've got a persistent urge to look into it.
It doesn't look like a mirror.
Those are the same statues as in the room with the scales. I'm able to see in my mind everything that happened on this altar. Having Mordred in your head eclipses any horror film. And I don't feel any revulsion. None at all. If Valentina doesn't come up with something soon, he's won. No, I have to pull myself together, or else all of our efforts are going to be in vain. It goes one heck of a long way down. I can't see the bottom.
So she needs to come up with something. I can... Okay, let's try this. I hope she says no if this is not the right thing to do.
No.
Okay.
The poison first. And if everything goes okay, then I'll inject the adrenaline.
She's just spoiled. We need to make poison.
Adrian, have another look in Mordred's book. Maybe there's more there now.
I did not want him to die. I wanted to save him from his wretched fate. I wanted to make him my son again. My son. No bastard from the loins of my cursed brother. I have kept to the ritual exactly. Everything has worked well, only I was unable to bring a beat back to his heart. I tried everything, all in vain. From now on, I am quite alone. There is no one whom I can initiate. Marcus has taken everything from me, and now I shall take everything from him. I must make haste. My sword. First, I have to conclude the experiment with it. It appears that I have created a shade for it. That could mean that I can use it on the other side. If I succeed in crossing to the other side without dying, then I will rule both sides. Strange as the black stain on the blade, since its contact with the other side, the black is spreading inexorably.
So he wanted to enter the mirror without dying. Kittens 200. Strange is the black stain on the blade. Since its contact with the other side, the black is spreading inexorably. Well, we have the piece of his sword. But I don't know. Okay.
Rituals, experiments with a sword. What the hell was Mordred doing here?
It sounds like he was trying out an ancient druidic soul transfer ritual on his own son.
A soul transfer? He simply murdered him.
Does it give the procedure for the ritual in the book by any chance?
No.
No. Does she want this? No. Well, we need something with the sword. Right?
I could give Adrian something to really slow his heartbeat down, like a poison. Then, that would have to free Mordred's soul from Adrian's body. But then, Adrian's soul would be freed as well, and he'd die. It could be possible to resuscitate him with adrenaline. I will only have to give him a small shot into a vein soon after. At that time, Mordred wasn't in a position to do that. Nobody knew about adrenaline back then. Today, it's possible. It's dangerous for sure, but it's the only possibility I can see right now. I'd better not say anything about it to Adrian, for now.
So we give him poison to make him almost die, and then we inject adrenaline so he wakes up again. But it has to be timed right so that Mordred's soul, the shade, has left so that Adrian's hasn't. You can see Satan itself. Well,
Then, but it
Well,
could,
yes.
I'd better not.
take the... Just take poison with you.
Adrian's shade needs a weapon to conquer Mordred, but I'm afraid that an ordinary blade isn't going to do the job. Mordred's already dead, and you can't pass a weapon through the mirror just like that. Wait, Adrian, what was that just now in Mordred's book about his sword?
It says, strange is the black stain on the blade. Since its contact with the other side, the black is spreading inexorably. And here, it appears that I have created a shade for it. That could mean that I could use it on the other side.
That's it. We need Mordred's sword.
Can't be all that difficult. Find a sword with a black stain.
We have a part of it.
That's the tip. When Maria stood in the way, he murdered her. The tip broke off in the process and stuck in her chest.
Hey, Footy. Yes, this is almost the end. I guess we need to... We either need his sword or we need to make a shade for a sword. This was his tomb, so...
Mordred's grave. Mordred's grave.
Yes, the sword is there, right?
Mordred's remains. According to Mordred, he used the bones of the dead to bring their shades into this world and then keep them here. So, we could lure Mordred's shade out of Adrian by using his bones, just like he once did with that king. Adrian, we need Mordred's bones for the ritual. Can you do that?
Yeah? In one piece?
Just remember how they all go together, and then lay them on the altar in the same layout. Okay, I think I know how we're going to do this.
I can't wait.
Right. The Black Mirror seems to be a portal into another world, a kind of shade world. If a human dies anywhere near the portal, then a shade is born on the other side of the mirror. At the same time, there are two possibilities for that person's soul. If they were of pure heart, their soul shade remains behind the Black Mirror, and their soul...
Flies shade free up to heaven?
It's free, yes, but if that person was evil, then their soul is sucked from their shade into the mirror.
And then?
It's trapped. The souls in the mirror are slaves to the shades. They can become their instruments to be exploited.
But
Oh, that means that the shades are only evil if their soul was too.
Marcus was supposed to have battled his way through an army of shades before he killed his brother. Mordred has found out how to bring shades through the portal.
Okay, but Mordred's shade is already out. You can see that clearly from my reflection.
Correct. Therefore, his soul is more or less defenseless and alone behind the mirror, and is just waiting until it can come through.
And that might happen if I touch the mirror. Is that it?
We don't want to find out. Therefore, we can bind Mordred's shade to his mortal remains. Doing that stops the shade from getting in our way, at least. And then your shade, Adrian, can take over Mordred's soul. Or even better, destroy it.
My shade? I thought a shade only comes into being when somebody dies.
You do have to die.
Okay. And why didn't you let me jump from the roof then? That would have been more comfortable.
you need to be alive
Then you would be
afterwards.
irretrievably dead. Adrian, I will resuscitate you. If your body shuts down for a few minutes, your soul will... How can I say this? Be free. I know there are plenty of near-death experience reports which confirm this. A soul shade will generate simultaneously on the other side of the mirror.
Won't that cause some kind of brain damage?
Don't worry, Adrian. The human brain can get by for a few minutes without the heartbeat. Your soul will return to your body just as soon as you have a heartbeat again. It's not the first time I've come across this. Near-death experiences are usually what has happened when people believe that God has spoken to them.
Okay, and then? Is my soul shade supposed to strangle Mordred?
No. We know that Mordred has made the sword usable on the other side. To put it better, the soul-like mirror reflection. You'll take it to the other side and be able to kill Mordred's soul with it. Shades are stronger there than they are here.
Have I got this right? Souls are strong here, and the soul shades are weak?
Exactly, and the other way around too. Which means that Mordred's soul is very weak on the other side.
Well, that sounds like there's some absurd logic to it. And what's the story with Mordred's shade then?
We'll keep it outside the mirror using the bones, so that it can't cross over to defend his soul. After that, the same thing ought to happen to the shade that happens to a soul when the body dies.
It'll go back into the mirror.
But there would still be a problem.
Yeah?
You need Mordred's sword, and a part from the broken tip. I don't know where that is.
In the book, there was something about a blackness that came out from the sword, spreading itself even further.
Of course. That's why Greg and Steve had problems with that. The tea room, the fungus. There was a constant problem there with the damage, apparently, coming from the extinguishing water after the fire.
Then the sword has to be there. I'll go and get
Stop. You're not going to lay a hand on any kind of sword, and especially not one of Mordred's. I'll get it. I need to get the book from the library anyway. One about poisons. These down here are somewhat out of date.
And what am I supposed to do in the meantime?
You could lay out Mordred's skeleton on the altar. See you soon.
Everything makes sense. I'm surprised I understand what's going on in a complicated story. So, whenever a person dies, there's a shade formed inside the mirror. If the person was good, his soul is free. If the person was evil, his soul gets trapped into the mirror. Somehow, Mordred was evil, so his soul is in the mirror. Somehow he got his shade out of there, transferred into Darren. See how this is already complicated? But that's not all. So he needs to die. Darren needs to die so that there will be a shade of him in the mirror. We need to transfer a sword with us for the shade into the mirror so that we can be there and kill Mordred's soul, which is trapped there. Mordred's soul will be dead, so the shade in Darren will leave. Yeah. And then, because we are now able to resurrect Darren, we will do that after he's killed, after all of this has happened, and we get our soul back. Ichu. Too bad. See you later. So, I think I understood what's going on. And his Mordred's evil black sword is what was causing the black stain in the tea room, in the horse room. That's why I was happy, because finally it has a purpose. Anyway, we need to do this skelly thing.
I can never remember the arrangement of the bones. I hardly ever paid attention in biology.
Well, let's take a picture of it.
There are just too few pictures of you, Mordred.
Evil black sword, yes. Okay, now take them.
I'll just take the big bones. All the bones from the hands and feet have already turned to dust. I hope that's not gonna upset Mordred's soul shade.
Good, we won't have like hundreds of bones to arrange. Chainsaw.
I'll put the bones down first, so it's easier to sort them. Right, so let's see how good my anatomical knowledge is.
Like a tiny picture. Well, there's the head. We can't move that. For fuck's sake! Yeah, it's a Polaroid picture. So... That's like the worst picture ever. Oh, I can... Okay. So they start from the smallest. Oh, it's like... No! No, we need something else. Was it like this? No. What? No, what the... Like, I'm looking at these. Can I like rotate them somehow? No, these holes need to be down. Ah! No. Why doesn't it attach? Oh my goodness. Like, I look at it, I understand, and then I look away and I don't understand anymore. So is it like this? Doesn't matter. Which leg is it? What is life? What is death? More importantly. Why don't these fit? Oh, because I'm putting them... Oh. Oh. Okay. Wait, I feel like these are the wrong way around. That looks better. Can't really tell. I don't know. And then I think they go from the biggest to smallest, top to bottom. Yeah, I'm getting there very slowly. Not. Is it the legs then? Kikkeli. Like these two? No, that's just not happening. Like this, is it? Maybe it is. I don't freaking know. I've never assembled a skeleton. Like, no, look at this. This is just not. Can't really tell from the picture. Like which one is bigger? I think the outer ones might be bigger. Go like this. Okay. I'm pretty sure this, whatever these bones are, I think they're correct. So maybe I got these wrong. Really, Karen? I mean, I could try the other way around, but it just does not seem right. This one doesn't even... Okay. Yeah, no. So what is it then? Did I get these wrong? I don't think so. They looked okay. Are these hips wrong? They're like... Yeah, the hips are wrong. There we go. No? There we go.
Yep, that looks right. Now I just have to wait for Valentina.
Are you sure it's a human? Well, it's hundreds of years old. Am I supposed to? Oh.
With a little imagination, you can see the fungus mark is in the shape of a sword. That has to be the right place. The wall's only being held together by wallpaper. The rest of it is totally rotten.
I wanted to cut the wallpaper, like, for a long time. I don't think washing our hands is the most important. Like, what is hygiene when you have another person in your head?
One sword with a broken tip. Mordred's sword.
Okay. Then we needed... It doesn't have, like, the... thing. Like, you know how you hold a sword and then there's a thing that prevents your hand from, I don't know, moving. Anyway, we needed
I
a book.
still need a book about poisons from the library.
That's
After
where I'm
that,
going.
I'll go back to Adrian. Hopefully he was able to put Mordred's skeleton back together. I've got the sword. Have you
Okay.
done it?
Have you done what? Are you asking me if I'm a virgin? I'm sure he would too. Do you want me to try and go to the previous room and wash my hands?
Mordred's skeleton's lying ready on the altar.
Good. Are the bones lying like they were before?
Head at the top, legs at the bottom. I reckon so.
Do I lie next to him? I guess we don't have time for hand wash. Here we go.
Have we got everything we need?
Looks like it. The poison's ready as well.
Is it gonna hurt?
Probably not. It paralyzes the heart muscle, but don't worry. I've got a syringe full of adrenaline here to bring you back to the land of the living.
Sounds like one of Phil's torture experiments, with me taking the Ralph role.
It'll be okay, Darren. Put your trust in God. Now, I'm going to get the poison, and then we can get started.
Can I save? Oh, Darren is gone. Darren is gone. Cross guard. Interesting. The cross part makes sense, yeah.
Poison. It slows down the circulation and then the heart stops. Pain-free. I've had to do this all rather quickly, unfortunately. But the books in the library say it ought to work.
We're gonna play a chemist? Or is this a poison? Like, we don't need to actually make the poison. More happy. No, I'm not happy. He's annoying, but he's still nice. Do we give him the sword?
Good. You have to drink this.
The sword?
If I don't manage to finish off Mordred, what happens then?
You have to win. It's your only chance. If you don't manage it, he'll kill you and his soul will take over your body.
How are you gonna know if I've done it? What I mean is, when will you resuscitate me?
I'm going to have to give you the adrenaline within 5 minutes at the latest, or else you'll die. Adrian, you have to do it.
All right. Valentina?
Yes.
I'm scared.
See you later.
Oh.
Yes. See you later, Adrian. Something's not right. Oh god, that's Mordred's soul.
What is?
And that isn't Adrian's soul shade.
What? What? Rip. So that's supposed to be Mordred's shade. Oh, epic fight. Okay, so we killed him? In the mirror?
I think he's done it. I need to get him back quickly, or else he'll be gone forever. Oh no, it's not working. Adrian! Adrian, come back! Thank God. You're alive.
What happened? I feel sort of different.
You've beaten Mordred, and the curse along with him. You've done it.
We've done
Really?
it!
The curse is finally broken.
So epic.
Yes, the last of the Gordons has done it. Let's get out of this place and never come back.
There's gonna be something. I feel like Mordred is up for revenge.
We've done it!
Maybe? No? We're fine? Everything is fine? It's too quiet in the game. Oh! But you can't do that! You can't do that! What did it mean that it lit up?
You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this.
Black Mirror 4
You can't do
confirmed.
this.
Well, it's definitely possible to continue the story, I guess. So, was this the good ending? We lived happily ever after, and the curse is gone. It's not over yet. Ooh, we might be able to play after the credits then. Maybe. But if that was the end, I wouldn't know which option won. Honestly. Wrong franchise. What is that? Drain. Well, everything should be fine with him now. I think we got rid of Mordred's shade soul. But it wasn't clear if Mordred died. What happened? Hey, Athercarn. Yeah, everything is fine, or is it? You're gonna have to watch the replay. This picture on the background is cool. That's like slowly scrolling up. I like it. It's like the mirror. I wish we could have seen more of the mirror. It was a pretty cool thing. Kind of reminded me of that, The Last Door, the Pixel game. It wasn't like about any mirror, but it looked kind of like that one thing in the underground section. Everything went well, I guess, Karen, except the place. The place had like a giant skull, and then its eyes lit up. The skull's eyes lit up.
How are you getting on?
And then
Pretty
credits.
well, I think. I'm done with the main points. Now I just have to get everything across into the Book of the Guardians. Do you want to have a look for yourself?
Hey, Dunza.
If I may.
Here, I'm not sure about this last point.
Strong resistance. It's not completely over yet. We got the credits already. But yeah. We kind of finished the game. I don't know what this is now. Broken Sword. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna start that. I was thinking of starting it if this game took me like an hour or so. But it's already been 1 hour and 40. Do they get married? Wait, do I have to read all of this? I got rid of Mordred. Although the ritual didn't work out as planned, I'm finally free again myself. Didn't work out as planned? What happened then? Like, that random cutscene didn't really tell much. Lantina suggested that I add to the Book of Guardians. There are centuries of experience collected in its pages, but up until now nobody has had as much to do with the mirror as me. Best thing for me is to write everything here in my diary first. When a person is alive, blah, didn't I just like explain all of this in my own words like a few minutes ago? Yeah, we went through all of this. I guess if somebody didn't understand, even though it was explained by the game and me, you can read it right here. Mordred wanted to bring the evil soul of King Armundor back into our world. What? He discovered that to do this, a good person would have to die in front of the mirror. Their soul would then go free and make room for another. If the soul shade is already there, the soul can follow after it. The corpse then has to be resuscitated. Otherwise, the soul and the shade will be sucked back into the mirror. Resuscitated. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. So he brought the remains of King Armundor in front of the mirror and then bound his shade to them. He also killed his son at the same time. The boy's good soul then went free and the soul shade came into being behind the mirror. So he killed his son for that? Armundor's soul came free of the mirror and made itself at home in the boy's body. Had Mordred now, at this point, managed to revive his son, the soul would also have come across to him and have made him unbelievably powerful, because the Shade and the soul would have been reunited in this world. He didn't manage this though, and his son died. Bring back to life. Oh, okay. Okay. Shortly after Mordred's ritual, Marcus must have returned and carved his way through the ranks of shades that Mordred had summoned in his experiments. Marcus then killed his brother Mordred in a duel, in the curse of which Mordred's wife Maria was also fatally wounded. Mordred was still able to utter one last curse, which he anchored with a small part of his soul shade on Marcus's blood, and thus in the blood of all the Gordons that follow him. The remainder of his shade went back into the mirror, just as his evil soul was sucked in there. To perform the ritual, to release Mordred's soul shade, 5 souls were needed. And all of them could be caught with the help of the soul keys. These then had to be taken into the Shade world. Wait, what the fuck is this? Blood had to be spilled, and then the soul shade could pass over into a Gordon. Why were 5 souls needed? What is this? Yeah, no broken sword yet today. I think it will be weird to start a new game and only have a little time for that. Magic happens. Oh, magic happens. Need more action games. Magic happens. Oh, magic happens. Oh, magic happens. Okay. Following that, the Gordon then had to die before the mirror and later revived. Mordred had definitely reckoned on soon becoming free again, but the pure guardian souls of the Gordons have particularly strong resistance. Yeah, I understand that, but I didn't understand this part. Five souls were needed, and all of them could be caught with the help of the soul keys. I remember in the first game we collected the 5 soul keys. Oh. So this... Hold on. So this is what we did with Samuel in the first game. He didn't know what he was doing, I think. We didn't know what was gonna happen, but he... So he released Mordred's soul shade with the 5 soul keys. And then the soul shade... Did it pass over to him at first, but then he killed himself, so it passed on to his son, which was Darren? Or did it go straight to Darren? Okay, now I understand at least a little bit. It's way more interesting than this. Oh, come on. Hey, fanatic. I just wanted to understand, to make sure. Yeah, we did the blood thing at the book in the ritual chamber, yeah. Okay.
That's already a good beginning. When are you going to put it into the Book of the Guardians?
Not before I eat. Anyway, now I know what all those black balls were about.
Do I?
I can't wait.
Mordred writes in his book that he had carried out a soul transfer ritual, but instead of all
Oh,
the
those are the
bones,
shades?
he had only used the skull and one black ball. The shade didn't go back into the mirror anymore after that, but always stayed close by the ball.
Ah, then you can trap souls with these balls as well. To all intents and purposes, they can be thought of as the body, right?
It gets
Oh.
better. Here, with the help of the soul trapped in the ball, one can, to a certain extent, control the shade. He writes that he put a ball in his brother's bedchamber under the bed in the hope that the shade would rob his soul in the night. But that didn't work. He suggests that Marcus's soul was too pure for the shade. What do you think? Do you think there are still shades going around today, doing all their evil stuff?
I don't know. But if there are, then it's your job to stop them.
So if one of those balls break, what happens? So black balls, those were the ones that we needed to find to open portals earlier. And we saw in the ritual chamber there were 5
We've done it!
spots for them, but only 1 was present. Thanks for the host, Fanatic. I'm ending pretty much. Black Bolt Search Quest. Yeah, I wonder if they will do that. I mean, this game was released in 2011, I think. They could do another Siberia thing and release it like years and years after. I need to Google if they've had any plans of releasing Black Mirror 4. That would be interesting. Oh, I kind of wanted closure with this game, and we had some, but there's still more that could be done. That was even more confusing. You just got here. I know. It's awfully quiet. Where's the menu music? But yeah, having like 2 hours, well, 1:50. I don't think it is worth for me to start a new game. I want to have like a full 4-hour experience, or at least 3. Thank you. Unofficial dev going on. Load the game again?
No!
Like, I don't think I can. I don't have a save at the end. Yeah, now this picture that you see, it makes sense. That's the mirror that was like sucking him in. And if you can, well, to the right hand side of Darren's face, you can see like a shady, a ghost face. I think that looks exactly like his father, Samuel. Do you think? He wasn't one of the Guardians, apparently. And so that means that he was maybe kind of evil, or more had more tendency to be evil, if that makes sense. Maybe it continues. I don't think so. I think the game is very, very much done. We had the credits, and then we had the after credits, and but yeah, that looks exactly like Samuel, Darren's biological father. Or maybe it's Mordred. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. It's interesting that we only now understand the meaning of the promotional picture that we've looked at so long. That was Black Mirror, the whole trilogy, basically, until Black Mirror 4. That was it. I think it was a pretty good game if you like point and click adventures. It was nice. Like different kind of horror than if you like. I've watched some like horror let's plays. Those are like jump scare-ish, but this one was like deep, and you know, the story was pretty good. It could have been like a very cheesy, like bleh story, but it was actually pretty good. Thank you for watching. 100%. I don't know what you could do differently, honestly. But yeah, I will start a new game called Broken Sword 1 Shadow of the Templars tomorrow. And not yet, but tomorrow there will also be a free slot for you to choose a new game. So be ready with your snacks tomorrow. I will start at 6 p.m. like always. See you then. Bye bye.